Running that intro thing, my guy, Treez.
Yeah.
Eureka.
Fuck the world.
We make plays every day, yeah.
Hey.
We make plays
We
every
making
day.
plays every day. Jamaicans.
Plays every day, yeah.
Hey.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
Holla back, holla back.
Plays every day, yeah. We make plays
Hey.
every day,
Okay. Okay.
every day, yeah.
Hey, welcome. All you playmakers, you know what time it is. It's Playmaker AF. Welcome to Playmaker as fuck Jamaicans. It's episode Edumacate 'em, skate 'em, if I remember correctly. Woo! Check this out, Playmakers. I want to introduce a one of one. I want to introduce a motherfucker who be busy than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to fuck this up. I want to let y'all know about all the hats this man wears. You know what I'm saying? He wears many hats. And he's an advocate of safe sex. So you know he's wearing a Jimmy hat. It's my man rocking a Jimmy hat, like I said. He be getting busy because you might know him as Busy Boy Treez. You might know him as the fitness motherfucker that you know, just fit and lean. Fitness boy Treez. Pumping weight. You know what I'm saying? Pumping iron. Fitness than a motherfucker. That's why we call him Fitness Boy Treez. And you know, he's producing all kind of numbers. That's why we call him Producer Boy Treez. And he be on the grind. That's why we call him Skater Boy Treez. You know what I'm saying? And while he's skating on the grind, he's on that route to deliver them goods. That's why we call him Delivery Boy Treez. You know what I'm saying? There's an extra fee, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't know, it's probably because you ain't cut from the wisdom cloth. You ain't knowing about all isms like my man Guru Boy Treez, who be killing it with all the spread picks. That's why we also call him Vegas Boy Treez. He's also known as Model Boy Treez because he's one hell of a model American. And he's a motherfucking stock investing, Wall Street, regular wolf of Wall Street, rocking sheep's clothing. That's why we call him Entrepreneur Boy Treez. It's my brother from another, a motherfucking one of one, Nick Treez. Hey! Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, man, what it is, man. Pleasure, my brother from another was crazy.
Hey, man, would you believe I just wrote that intro right now?
Man, coming off the top.
I actually had to document all those aliases because this, like I said, he's a one of one, but he wears several hats, and he's a motherfucker that he's the ultimate Swiss Army knife. He's the ultimate jack of all trades, and he's also the master of one in every department and hat that he wears. Once again, it's my brother from another, Nick Treez. I had to hit him twice, you feel me? Man, Treez, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good amongst all this crazy shit the world is facing right now.
I heard the fuck out of that. You know what's crazy too is I'm over here. I wanted to hit Jamaican horns on the loudspeaker. I don't know what happened. I think there's too much good energy right now. It's fucking up all kind of devices. But we here. We alive. I'm here with the Busy Boy. Y'all might have heard of Busy Bone. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. This is my man Nick Treez, the real Busy Bone, the Busy Boy. Woo!
Easy.
Well, maybe not the real Busy Bone, but definitely the real one and only Busy Boy.
Definitely that.
All right, check this out. Before we get into one of the most epic stories I have been pleasure to be a part of, the timeline, and be able to be able to bring this epic story to you, Playmakers. We're going to go ahead and handle some housekeeping. Check this out. Follow us at the GMM Network on IG and on Twitter. Follow me at Bogard Scott Free World, and also same thing on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. And I want you to follow my man Busy Boy if you can. If you can keep up with the busyness. Where they gonna find you, Busy?
Busy Boy 48.
Busy Boy 408 on all platforms?
I think it's just 48. No,
48. But when you say 408, we know what you mean because we are from the mighty 408. Hey.
Same shit.
Yeah, and shout out to our sponsor, Milk and Honey. Go ahead and fuck with them for all your CBD goodness and all your CBD wellness at www.milkandhoneytx.com. Hey. Okay, I also want to add in, go ahead and check out episode 1 through 7 of Playmaker As Fuck. They're all up and available. And also check out our other podcast series. Shout out to my man Steamboat Joe, who is my co-host on the Real Fantasy Playmakers. Shout out to Robbie from the Rum Boys. Also check us out every Friday night on Rum Boys After Dark on YouTube at the Rum Boys Fantasy Network. Hey, I think we paid all the bills. Now, all right, Busy Boy, check this out, Playmakers. Before we get into this timeline, I just want to let you guys know that I've known this motherfucker, my brother from Never, this man who I admired, that I've known. We are cut from the same cloth. I've known him for almost 2 decades now. I think we're going on about 16 years, maybe something like that. Is that suffice?
Man, it's been a minute,
It's been a good minute. You know what I mean? And my man Busy Boy is, like I said, he's entrepreneur boy Treez. You know what I'm saying? My man Nick Treez. And that's spelled Nictreez, to clarify. So my man Nick. I've known my man Nick for a good minute now. You know, the wonderful, fair, and kind, and balanced universe brought us together. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that in the timeline. But what brought us together was music. What brought us together was the streets. And then brotherhood. And then even to further our brotherhood, psychedelic drugs. And then just life living. And just like, you know, all around being a solid motherfucker in my life. And I always made sure that I always reciprocated that solidness right back to my man's paws. And I just always kept it a buck. And that's why he's important to my life personally, Playmakers. But he's also a one of one and someone that I always pushed to tell the world about himself. And as stubborn as a bull as he is, as my Taurus homie, he has allowed me to debut him in this sense as all those aliases. Because you might have heard of one or a couple of those aliases, but never pinpointed who was exactly Busy Boy, who was exactly Nick Treez. And that means he was doing a good job. He was doing the job right. In order for y'all not to even have a clue who he really is, because he is a factor and a fixture and a pillar in the underworld and in my hometown, and just an all-around stand-up individual. So now, Nick Treez, I want to take the Playmakers all the way back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? What was your first love in music? Was it rap? Was it rock? I do know your dad. He has a history as a successful rock producer, and we'll get to that too. But before all that, what was your first love in music? Which one was the one that got Nick Treez like, okay, like, you know what I mean, to introduce you to the our first love, music?
Well, for music, it was no specific genre in the beginning. I just love hearing shit. My mom introduced me to a lot of shit. She was into the rock and roll scene at the time. But my first time hearing like rap that wasn't on the TV or the radio was from my uncle. He was in
okay.
Yeah, we was in my
Do you remember do you remember what it was?
Nah, I just remember it when something like I got a pocket full of ride and the beat was hella smooth.
Ooh.
And that was the line. That's I remember trying to search for that shit years later when the internet came around, but that was the one. I was like, whatever this shit is, this shit's smooth. Because I lived up in Reading at the time, and they didn't really have no hip hop stations.
Oh shit, you was up in the mountains.
I was before I don't even know how to say it, man. That shit was crazy. All country, all rock. No
wow.
So I got introduced to it, and then all of a sudden, you know, you go to the MTV, you got the Snoop Dogg, the Dr. Dre at the time, Tupac, of course, and, you know, East Coast, Wu-Tang was coming up, Old Dirty Bastard, you know.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Old Dirty one.
Peace to the ODB.
Yeah, Jamaicans.
But yeah, that's what kicked it off with the rap was my uncle in the garage, and I just kept an eye out for shit that I liked.
Okay. And what was you like? Let's say like you were definitely were you 10 years old already by this time? Like was this because this was Reading, right? So you were way young.
Yeah, moved out there from the Bay when I was third grade. About third grade.
So about like 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that.
Yeah. We stayed out there a few years and then we came back. Couldn't take it, man.
Are those some of your memories from Reading? Like when you look back, are some of your memories like being introduced to like music and shit? Or like what was some of your memories from Reading? I just want the Playmakers to get the story, you know what I mean, of like where the young Busy was at.
See, Reading was tight because that's when I was a child, so I didn't have to...
All in the forest, adventuring and shit.
Shit was really affordable, even though moms was working, I think, 2-3 jobs at that time because they didn't have high-paying jobs, but they was jobs around. But at the same time, rent was like $600 for a 2-bedroom. But it was good times with me doing the last of my fun age shit. You know, playing as a kid. Those were the last years.
Yeah.
The Bay Area, my whole life changed. So I was, you know, doing my little soccer, introduced to football for the first time out there. I was big, and I got flipped to football. I was like, oh shit, this shit's incredible.
I like that you pointed it out because, you know, I mean, I don't know if you're aware, but we do also do a fantasy football show, right? And I know you are Guru Boy Treez. I know you are Vegas Boy Treez. So I love to hear that in the mountains of Reading. It kind of was the early stages of that form of you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
finding the love for football, you know what I mean? Soccer even too.
It was funny too because we just got done playing basketball for a little recess or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And on the way back, I saw dudes over there playing football, and everybody was all crowded trying to catch the ball. And I was off to the side. I was like, I'm not even playing with y'all, but I threw my hand up. Hey, I'm open. He threw it. I caught the ball, and I was like, yo.
Shit, he was like, yo, bruh. Hey, how gratifying is that?
That TD. Shit.
That's gotta be good. You ain't never caught a ball ever until that moment. And the
that was the
motherfucker
first one. Just said, hey, throw me that shit. I can do this too. Man.
Okay, so as we fast forward just a little bit. So when you moved to the Bay Area, did you come straight to our native place of San Jose where you are one of the unsung heroes? Did you go straight to San Jose?
Straight to San Jose. San Jose.
The east side too, huh?
Yes, strictly there.
Because, hey, Playmakers, check us out. The reason why I'm adamant about bringing on my man Nick Treez is because he is an East Side classic. He's a East Side San Jose pillar, an unsung hero, a motherfucker that everybody knows about but they're not aware of. You know what I mean? I mean, doesn't that make sense when I say that? If I was to describe you, isn't that great?
It's pretty good.
The motherfucker that everybody's aware of, but they really don't know who he is, right?
You might have seen me at the function talking to some cool ass people and then dip real quick. I ain't staying socializing. Like, who was that? Why did you say hi to you and dip?
Right? You know what I'm saying? He just shows up. You know what I'm saying? He's like a politician, but you know what I'm saying? He ain't campaigning too much. He just showing up and like, hey, and then pew, you know what I'm saying? And he's like the Phantom, you know what I mean? Like the motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker be fitted too. You might even catch him. You might see him 4 or 5 times in the same day. He's gonna be fitted different ways because you know what I'm saying. That's just how my man rocks. You know what I mean? You feel me? It's incredible. You know what I mean? Okay.
Going to the gym, going home, hitting the grocery store. I don't know. I might be dressed different way, man. Different occasion,
right?
Man.
Switching up all kind of different automobiles. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get you in too much trouble by saying, you know, you might see him switch females up, but you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I mean? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a man of
that's retired. That's Playboy.
Yes, that's Playboy Treez. And you're right. Let me reiterate. Playboy Treez is retired. That's why you didn't hear Playboy Treez being mentioned in all the several hats that my man Nick Treez wears. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican. Okay, so now you're in San Jose. You're in the East Side, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to kind of just fast forward a little bit, but is this during the time? Now that you're out here in the East Side, did you know what I'm saying? Did you encounter gang culture simultaneously with rap music? I mean, like, which one came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I know I don't want to promote gang affiliations, but you know what I'm saying? You do have gang roots as part of the origin story, so I definitely want to highlight it.
Pre-Reading, there wasn't really too much because I was really young and there was no affiliation with nothing. And then in Reading, there wasn't really no gangs at all. Whoever there was small as shit. It was like nobody just.
But when you touched down in San Jose,
so back in San Jose, it would have came basically as soon as I came back. You know, you hit middle school, boom, you got the youngsters and shit. And that's pretty much where you get introduced to everything. Just middle school popped it all off at the same time. Because that's where I met a bunch of other rappers, and you meet everybody. Middle school is like the beginning right there. That's, you know what I mean? I feel like you pick your career.
It really is. It really is, though, because in middle school, that's when motherfuckers' nuts start to hang. You know what I'm talking about? That's when, you know what I'm saying?
You start leaning one way. You either, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to stop obeying all y'all, I'm going to go this way, or you stay up on structure and you become a good student, or you go do the athlete shit, or, you know, that's where you start to become a young adult, and whatever the fuck you want to do, you're going to do, because you ain't going to tell your parents about shit.
And,
most likely.
And tell me this, right? Like, I will say this because my oldest daughter is about to be in junior high, and like my mentality and the kids around me mentality when I was my daughter's age, we were so far advanced as far as like, you know, the level of growth and grown we thought we was, because come on, bro, when we were that age, bro, we was already out there running the streets early, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we was already out.
So what we talking about, like 12, 13-ish type of shit, right? Junior high? 14?
Those are active times when you start learning a little bit about life. A little bit. You don't know shit
just
about
a tad
life.
Bit.
Yeah, you just dipping your toes in, trying shit out, seeing if you could be cool at some shit.
So we are the same age. So in junior high, you know, what rap music? Because, you know, this is when rap was like busting into the mainstream. Or of course we had underground shit like Bay Area shit, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get a picture painted for the Playmakers, like, especially, and I'm curious myself because I know your rap style on top of all this is a one of one, just like who you are. So I'm just wondering, like, where the influence came originally, because I know it's got to come from somewhere. Like,
man, so we didn't have no like internet to get shit. There was no YouTube, so honestly, it was just whatever the radio was feeding. And I didn't buy into most of the radio shit. They couldn't sell me on a lot of artists: Tupac, Snoop, Dre, like a lot of West Coast, some East Coast, but not a whole, like I said, ODB and shit.
Yeah, Wu-Tang and shit too. That's right, you did say all this. My bad, I forgot.
And then you get your Bay influences. You get the, you know, Valley. Brother Lynch was big.
Oh yeah. Hey, bro. I'm DMing back and forth with X-Rated Loke. I'm trying to get him on. You know what I mean?
I might be able to help you with that.
Bro, he said he'll check it out. He responded back to me. He's like, I'll check it out. You know what I mean? And I've just been waiting on the response, you know what I mean, since then. But, yo, I know you know some people. If we can get X-Rated Nefarious, X-rated nefarious look. Legendary. Okay, yeah. So, no, I'm glad you're bringing him up because I don't want to. For all the gang member affiliated or gang affiliated listeners out there, all you playmakers that are banging out there, you know what I'm saying? We're in a day and age where gangs, there really is no rivals as far as like colors and shit. Maybe in certain areas, but we're living in a day and age where like, especially if you're a gangbanger or gang affiliate and you make music, you know what I mean? You see Bloods fuck with Crips, you see Crips fuck with rival Crip factions. You know what I mean? There's all kind of shit, but I like I said, I don't want to. He definitely only has NIC in the name, not NICK, because that would indicate he's a Crip killer. But he was definitely down with the C, and a lot of the cats that you were affiliated with that you came up with, they were banging Crip. You know what I'm saying? And so tell me how you started running with said factions. Like, you know what I mean? I know you was a youngster. Like, can we touch on that, or should I just rewind that and scratch all that out? You know what I'm saying?
That was just high school, I went to a really big high school, and I'm not one fucking nationality. I'm a mutt. I'm a super mutt, and so I was able to intermingle with damn near whoever. I could have kicked with whoever, but I kicked it with certain people.
Okay, how about this? Playmakers. What he's trying to tell you in a nutshell is that we come from a place, Eastside San Jose, where there's every walk of life, every nationality you could think of. We have every motherfucker in here. And just like he said, he's a mutt. Like myself, I'm also a mutt. And by definition, mutt means we have all kind of nationalities in our heritage as human beings. So I just wanted to clarify that just in case, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we are mixed kids. So you're mixed and you're running with like all kind of Asians and all kind of blacks and Mexicans. Like Mainly
it was Asian niggas. I grew up with them from middle school, and then
shout out to all my Asian niggas. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out, and then B squad, C squad, all that shit. Mm-hmm. It was just all them in the beginning because we was all friends, and I just hung out with them all through high school. But after high school, a lot of people still drift apart and shit.
Okay, so let me clarify. So you were down with them, but like you didn't necessarily like.
I didn't bang the color. I remember.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I want to clarify that.
It was a try to be introduction. They was trying to get me in on it. I was like, look, I fucks with y'all niggas. All my niggas, I got your back to the fullest, whatever. But I ain't putting no colors down for shit. But whenever you in trouble, I'm there. And that's basically how it was. Whenever there was some shit to handle, I was always around.
And you know what, Joe? Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me, because this is a great point in the timeline, Playmakers, where it is a precursor to the Nick Treez that I know nowadays, is that he is accustomed to all walks of life. You know what I mean? And he just said it too. He was like, yo, I ran with some dudes that were banging, but he didn't limit himself to that one, that one title. Yes, he has many hats, but at that same token, he didn't limit himself to this one set, so to speak, right? Because this, like I said, it's a precursor to who you are today. It's like you work with everyone. Like you are a broker for everyone. So yeah, and that would have put a damper in things if you were just only fucking with one side of things. So
I mean, this was before I even got into anything. This was just straight me being young and had no direction. I still didn't want. I was like, I can't do the color. It just didn't fit. It just didn't have a good fit for me. I'm down with my niggas, and if the close ones, you know what it is. I ride and die with you. I mean, other niggas, I handle some certain shit with y'all, but I can't go to the fullest. But I can't do the color shit. I didn't see the whole purpose because. San Jose at that time, there wasn't a lot of blood sets. So
yeah, it was a lot of Crips too, though. It was like.
It was a lot of Crip on Crip action. And
Sure was.
Look, I'm just damn. You gonna be riding on the same motherfucker? Then look, I just got your back. How about that? We just call it like
Oh,
that.
yeah. So it wouldn't matter what color the motherfucker was rocking. If he was rocking with Nick Treez, he was rocking with you.
Yeah, if you was my,
But
you was my
it
close man.
definitely is in your name as respect to your origins, where like you don't even throw that K in there. You know what I mean? Because then that would be too crazy, right?
Yeah, that and stylistically it didn't look all appropriate.
Yeah, you're right. Stylistically, I like that.
I think even these days we just dropped it. We just go straight Trees. Everybody just know me at Trees.
Yeah, or Busy Boy Trees.
If you
Or Vegas Boy Trees. Can I go down the whole list again? I have fun doing that.
depending on what era you met me in, there's a nickname for damn near every era.
Yeah, there is.
Say it all, man.
Okay, and I also want to point something out, Playmakers. At this time, what was the haircut like? What was it? Because if anyone who knows my man Nick Treez, you know what I'm saying? He, nowadays he's long hair, do care. You know what I mean? I don't want to say long hair, don't care. You know what I'm saying? But there's many different versions of him, and the hair length matters in the story because you know what I'm saying. There's different versions.
So this is still. I had like a little fade going on.
Okay.
I think this might have been slick back.
Oh, so you had the high fade, like San Jose style, Asian style.
Exactly.
Yeah, and even though you wasn't Asian, that was a popular style out here with the slick back hair. You know what, too? If anybody who's knowing,
blended like a motherfucker.
if you know, that's a gangster hairstyle out here in those times. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker like, fuck yeah, bro.
You there's the old. You can still see who represents the old style out here very clearly.
Oh yeah, you could tell them. You could tell too because they're hella buff with tats everywhere. You know what I mean?
Something like that, but on this strictly style looks like it's still fucking 2003. Shit.
How many Asian bitches fucked you on that style alone on top of your swag? Okay, you know what? Don't answer that question. Okay, so now. So now we're moving along in the timeline, right? Now, okay, so you said 2003-ish, right? I met you in 2005, right? And before we get to that part of the timeline, I understand you were already doing your thing out here in these grisly streets. You know what I'm saying? You was already getting it. You was already busy boy, right? And you're right, and your toys were already showing it. You know what I'm saying? Because a real motherfucker who's out here getting it, a real busy boy, he's got some toys to show for it. And at this time, you had the you had the ninja bike. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the time? Nah, that was a little bit later, but
it was later.
About the same time, yeah.
Around the same. Okay, so you were already riding? No, because
I got that one fresh, but I.
Oh, okay. So we won't get to that yet. All right. So, okay. How about this? I want to throw in another precursor to the timeline. You know, it's the figure that I met you through, and it's our man. Man, shout out to our man Caliber.
Right? Peter,
yeah, shout out to Peter. Shout out to Caliber. Man, I hope you're safe out there in Corona climate. I hope you're hearing this. And that Bogey got nothing but love. I never forgot you. Right? So now, Treez, because that's how I met you. I ultimately met you through Caliber. So tell me how you met Caliber and then how you guys all of a sudden started fucking with this rap shit.
Caliber, man, that was my nigga I met back in middle school. So that's the first nigga I knew that was rapping because
he's a rapping motherfucker too.
All day. And back then especially, I met this other cat, Mikey. And I just started spitting some shit, little remixes to songs that was popping at the time. He's like, "Oh, you freestyle?" I was like, "What the fuck is freestyling?" He's like,
yeah, because you were writing motherfucker too, and you're dope at remembering your shit. Like, yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah, so he's like, "You gotta meet the homie, man. He freestyle too." I was like, "What the fuck is this freestyle shit?"
What, for free?
So I introduced to him. He started spitting, and I was like, "Oh, that's what the shit is." Okay, but yeah, we clicked up ever since then. That's how we met up, basically.
And I just want to say, too, I've worked with you several thousands of times in the lab. And not even out of those thousands of times, maybe like a couple hundred, we've actually laid tracks down. And I say that like a couple hundred sounds like a lot to y'all, but this is just normal to us. We just be working, you know what I mean? And like, I can vouch that I've never heard you freestyle. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You just like ready to work. Like, yeah. And you'll write on the spot. So technically it's like freestyle. But yes, I get what you're saying when you're like, what is freestyle?
Yeah, caught me off guard, but yeah, he's one of those crazy banging ass gangsta Asian niggas out here.
Yeah, he was.
Having to fucking rap on the side and shit. So we clicked up. He was cool, and yeah, we rocked it all the way.
Okay, so check us out. So, check us out, Playmakers, on the timeline. Now, he has linked up with the homeboy Caliber. Shout out to Caliber, right? And Caliber is someone that I had met, and which was the precursor to me meeting one of my brothers, right? To this day, like, I love talking about this right now on air, talking about Caliber, because that's how I met you. And I mean, this is only right. It's only fitting or correct or whatever the word, for lack of a better term, right? It's only the shit that I have you on this podcast because we're brothers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just hit my Bears drop. The Bears. We're fucking brothers, bro. Like, I don't know how to express that more, you know what I'm saying, or to the Playmakers, aside from the fact that I could help paint this timeline, but we're brothers from another. And this guy, Caliber, who has entered the timeline right now, he's the man that brought me to him. And so here's this quick story, how I met Caliber. You know what I mean? So at the time, I was working for an online magazine. Shout out to Big Will. Shout out to WWS. And I was also working with some with some hustlers that were / promoters in the game, and we're throwing shows and shit. And like, he was this promoter. Shout out to Tin. I don't need to hide his name. He's a legit dude nowadays. Shout out to Tin, man, from Endless Entertainment. And I was working alongside with him, and he was like, we're all at Dave & Buster's, right? You remember Dave & Buster's on a Thursday night? It would be like happy hour from like 7 o'clock to like forever. You know what I mean?
Something like that.
And bro, I would be in there, and we drinking $5 Patron shots, and I used to spend the same amount of money I would normally because I got more money to tip. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm just, we're just boom every Thursday, and then one day he brings this cat named Caliber. You know what I'm saying? And then we're all drinking, and then we go to the club venue. We do our thing. He performed, I performed, and then what I'm saying, pause. That sounded crazy, right? But I know, right? Right? So and then we're going for the after party. Where we going? I was like, man, let's go to the studio. Right? So now we got like 50 motherfuckers, dog. We're on the studio. I think you, for real, you were probably there this night, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You for sure were probably there, bro. You were definitely there like a bunch of those times, though, because, I used to always take the club back to the studio, you know what I mean? And like, so here goes this dude, this Asian cat. He's a big dude, too, like, especially because I got a smaller stature. So compared to me, he was a bigger dude, and like, he would just command presence. You know what I mean? He would command presence with his voice. He would be gassing. We're all freestyling and shit. Like you said, your man's Caliber was a freestyler. You know what I mean? We be freestyling, and we're in my studio. I'm playing several different instrumentals. I'm like, because we got producers in house. I'm playing beats. You know what I mean? And he was gassing, and I would just be like, I would gas. I would be in the session with him, and I'm just busting. Busting rhymes and shit. And then, this dude was like, bro, we need to work. You know what I mean? And like, he was one of the first people, you know what I mean? And granted, shout out to Caliber. His birthday is a couple days before mine. He's a Sagittarius like myself. And I didn't find this out till way, way later, but he was one of those dudes, man, that was just like, he motivated me. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely. Oh my God, off the top, motivation out there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I can credit him to being one of those cats that, like, I saw his live show and I was following up and I was like, okay, all right, this motherfucker, he got crowd control. He got all the shit. And you know me, I was just a dope boy. I get on the mic, I start rapping. I'm rapping over the song. You know, Caliber was rapping over the instrumental. You know what I mean?
Doing live fucking.
Yeah, bro.
Was and at those venues too, those rough venues, those was really days nobody want to get up and dance with you. Nobody
For real though.
And he just gonna go up and give it his all. Shout out that man.
Right, Jamaicans.
Like a motherfucker.
All right, so now I meet you. We're in the lab. I remember you know what I'm saying? And at this point too, you know what I'm saying? I got a few different stories to tell, right? But at this point, right, we're all working together, right? We haven't done any music yet, but you know what I'm saying? We're hitting functions together. Cause you know what I'm saying? That was one of those things, like we're all stepping out together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't even doing nothing, no real music yet at the time either. I didn't have nothing.
Well, I could say on my behalf, I wasn't either. You know what I mean? Like I was putting out music, but I don't consider that yet. You know what I mean? Like I actually consider my first days of music taken seriously was shit I was doing with you, and in that era. You know
that's
I mean?
more right. That's more correct.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So okay, so before we get to that, right? So yeah, I remember we're doing shows and shit. And I want to tell you about this one time, right? I won't say what we had on us, but we were carrying some things. And we went to this motherfucking show. And shout out to the Hood Stars. The Hood Stars were performing. I was performing. Nump was performing. And right, shout out to all them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It was a hyphy show. We were on the docket, and you know what I'm saying, before I didn't even get to perform because a motherfucker started shooting up in the motherfucking parking lot, and like
early.
And check this out, Treez. I remember we were riding with the homeboy. I won't say his name, but we were riding with the homeboy. He was a hot nigga, you know what I mean? And then like, you know what I'm saying, he was also carrying several different things. And I remember we're in the cross the street parking lot, and I go like this. I go, we should tuck everything away right here. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I said we should tuck everything away just right here, just outside the car. Let's just tuck it right here. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't even no arguments. Everyone was on the same page. And then we go to the show. People start shooting up the show. Police is everywhere. And when we get back, we were like, hell yeah. We tucked everything away in the cuts. Because we even got in the car, drove away. And had to wait till things cooled down. And it came back for said hot items. You remember that? And bro, it was like, I felt like, it was times like that you, Nick Treez, my brother from another, you were always, as the stubborn bull that you are, you know what I'm saying? And I say stubborn being, sarcastic because, you're really just calculated, you know what I mean? But it was moments like that I was able to get through to you, you know what I mean? And like, yo, we should tuck all this shit away. You're like, yeah, right? Where like till this day, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that when I say something to you, I have your best interest. So I appreciate you for that because you always have my best interest as well. You feel me? But I can remember that story like, damn, I'm so happy we fucking tucked everything away that night because the boys were on us and we drove away, and good thing that like we were able to come back, and you know what I mean?
Life's good. Life's good.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? That it's moments like that are the precursor to who we are today. So okay, now we're moving on. Right? So now I'm actually actively working with Caliber, and we're making music and shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? He had discovered my man Swoon. Shout out to Swoon. He was our R&B singer, right? And he was inviting Swoon to get on his tracks. You know what I'm saying? Because Swoon is a real deal singer. Like,
he got some gems though. He got
oh yeah. And like, we went to, is his name Steve? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was his name Steve from the Shadow Tree Studios?
Shout out.
Bro, shout out. Because it was the first studio that I was invited to. And I slid through with Swoon to get on the track with Caliber. You were obviously there with Caliber, chilling.
Nah, I was doing some solo shit there.
No, but I remember you were there chilling, though, that first time I went there.
No shit.
Right? Yeah, bro. And like, and we're in the studio in the hood, and this studio was fucking high def. This was like a fucking $75,000 worth of equipment in the hood. Like before shit was like affordable and accessible in the digital world.
He had all this shit. He had all the toy.
And he was a white boy too, wasn't he?
I think so, but I was only there for a couple of weeks.
So. Okay. Yeah, because I was around, because Swoon through that meeting, he ended up continuing to work there, as a solo artist.
He was getting the dope shit, man. They was doing the nice shit. I was still barely even. It was that's why I said Caliber's inspiration. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't give a fuck about no music shit. Fuck
okay,
that.
so now that am I leading up to a time now? Are we leading up to a time now where you were like, all right, I'm about to start recording this music? Because one thing about Nick Treez, oh shit, I forgot to say engineer boy Treez, because he's also an engineer when it comes to recording and mixing, vocals and tracks. Like, this motherfucker is legit. And I don't want to downplay that neither. So, when was this the time that you started like?
This is very close to it. It'd be a year or two later, but basically when I moved out from the parent spot, shout out to everybody moved out your parent spot.
Yeah, shout out.
Go live that life.
It'll change your life, Playmakers. Yeah. Move out of your parents' house.
Fuck yeah. But did that, and that's when Pro Tools, cop that shit, get the mic, get the whole setup for like $1,000, $1,500, and I had some cash, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just
wow.
Because you know what, every studio I go to, it was half-ass laziness. They ain't gonna put no reverb. They ain't gonna do none of that
right?
shit. It was hit you with the dry shit. And you'd be like, all right.
Hold on, rephrase that. Playmakers, this is the key. He said these motherfuckers want some half-ass lazy shit. You need to be the opposite. Okay, yes.
Do your
go on.
Job, make a motherfucker want to come back. So every studio I went to was like, there was no kind of structure I kind of needed. You know what I mean? I was like, look, I don't know this rap shit. I don't do this rap shit. I'm just here, just fucking around, having fun. And so I went by my own shit. And I had a homeboy that knew like a little bit about it, right? A little bit about Pro Tools. And from that first day, whatever the first shit we did sounded better than everything I ever paid for. And it was just fucked up. I was like, I've been wasting hella money with these fuck ass motherfuckers. so I went and did my own shit. And we just, every night, we doing more and more. And that was the beginning shit. Learning all the Pro Tools, record your own shit. Crashing and computers busting down.
Yeah, because everyone, hey, check us out, Playmakers. Back in our days when we got Pro Tools, we were throwing it on whatever PC or whatever the fuck computer we had. We didn't know about extra RAM. We didn't know about specs and shit. Like
hey, you know what? No, you know what? I did.
That's right. Professor Boy Treez.
I invested money to build some nice computers, right? They all shit. It took a crap. I went and bought me. I looked up the game. I learned. I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck Windows. I switched up to Mac. Mac. Ever since then, man, not even half the problem. Less. Mac came in and changed the game for me.
Hey, look, check us out, Playmakers. Unofficial sponsor, but Mac. Give me money.
Shout out Apple if you.
Shout out to Apple. Apple, give me money.
Man, we good if you will. I can help you with the fucked up shit y'all got going on too. I can help you with the problems. But anyway, that's another situation.
Hey, what you drinking on over there, real quick?
We got the Henny and Coke.
Okay, yeah. I got the vodka, Bud Light, going on the Tito's Bud Light. Okay, yeah.
I got the Patroni set aside for the quarantine.
Oh yeah. I like your style. I just want because I can hear you sipping over there. You know what I mean?
Come back to the lab. I got you.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? As long as if you can make a phone call to my OCD and be like, tell Cheebs he's alright. You know what I mean? Just you know what I'm saying? Okay, so go on. So now you're entering the world of engineering, and because you got Pro Tools, and now your computer's shitting on you. So what did that discourage you? Like what?
Hell yeah! I punch holes through everything, man. Fuck yeah, man! Because you know everything would just be gone when you have to. What's it called? I don't even know the term. I haven't had to deal with it in a long time.
Like reset, reboot, reformat.
Your
Yeah.
shit, nigga. You don't get none of your shit.
Re-cop, re-up, all that shit.
Yeah, reformatting is a bitch. I lost project after project after project, but I mean, I guess look, it's all practice anyway, so it was good. But some of those was tight though.
Right.
Some was tight. But yeah, that was a lot of discouragement with that shit, and it still is because I still ain't perfected a lot of shit, but definitely came a long way. Put your shit to the tempo, y'all. Fuck that. Y'all to grid mode. Fucking goddamn grid mode live, man.
Know your BPMs.
Know your fucking die.
Okay, so are we entering SoundClick era Treez?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is so we kicked off with SoundClick. I think we helped promote the fuck out of that in our younger days.
Yeah, I remember you're the first one who put me on a SoundClick, to be honest with you, bro. Like, you were like, bro, you were on a SoundClick.
We found some dope shit. There was beats available. They had genre. We thought this was this dope shit. When you young, you ain't got no money in that shit. Some of them get
that shit was wet than the motherfucker, right?
Hey, hot producers, Johnny Cash, fucking Johnny
what's his name? Johnny Giuliani, even.
Oh man, this
remember Johnny Giuliani?
Hey, he's still out here too. Huh?
Is he, man? Shout out to Johnny Giuliani, man.
Shout out, man.
He blew up Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa, give Johnny Giuliani some money. You know what I mean?
We've been putting in work, but yeah, though, because they also had rappers. So if you put your shit up on that shit, then you could come up on a chart and you could be the top chart. We had a couple homies. Shout out Love V too. He made it to like a
shout out
top
Low
50 or something one time, and you know what I mean. So we was battling out, and we be trying to get up on that shit. But yeah, definitely SoundClick came through with instrumentals. You could put your own fucking shit up there, any genre you wanted. Kind of kicked off a lot of shit that gave way to like BeatStars and all this other shit.
Yeah, dog. That shit SoundClick was another motherfucking wave. Like that was like
huge,
intricate. In our generation, you know what I mean?
I think DJ Flip, shout out that
nigga. Shout out to DJ Flip.
DJ Flip
make that money flip.
That nigga out there, he got specials right now if y'all need to get shit, but he moved from SoundClick, he doing his own shit right now, but that nigga look like he got some dope shit. Go fuck with him. Yeah. But yeah, all those old producers on there, that shit was hot. The motherfuckers.
So by this time, you were, I know your hair wasn't banging yet, but just to give you.
I was bald headed.
Yeah, bald head boy Treez. Yeah. Okay. So right, you like how I'm painting the timeline, right? Remember I told you too. I was like, yo, I'm really about to put the timeline on the hair because the hair is probably your genius.
Make me think, man. Shit.
Right. All right. So check this out. So now you're recording music, and I know You're like I said, you're an East Side classic. I remember you. Matter of fact, you're in the area. I'm actually living in your old hood as we speak. You know what I mean? And I remember showing up to your spot, and you had the studio set up, and it was just for you and your own joints. You know what I mean? And like I remember. So now I'll take us to like 2011, and by this point, you had merged with the studio that I was fucking with, and this is what brought you back into my life. This was
the full 360 though.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I didn't even expect to see you over there at all. That was crazy when you popped up. I'm like, oh shit.
Right? Yes. Dude, I would love for the Playmakers to hear this part of the timeline. How did I enter the picture?
Man, I don't know if I heard
like back into the picture.
I don't know if I heard the music first or if you just popped over, but it was one of them, and it was just like, I think I recognized, you know what I mean? And, hey,
I think it was the name. It might have been the name.
I swear I heard like you was on the track, and I heard the voice and shit. I was like, I recognized the voice right there. Maybe the name might have popped up. Otherwise, I just seen you slide through. And I was like, oh shit, you getting it down over here too? Okay.
Right, and the engineer who ran this studio at the time, the names aren't important, but the engineer at the time, he calls me. He's like, yo, my guy over here, Nick. I think he said Nicholas, right? Wow, and it really confused me. I was like, I don't know Nicholas, you know what I mean? And then he put you on the phone. And then the moment you were like, it's Nick Treez, everything clicked. I was like, oh my God, this Caliber's homie. Like, bro, like it was one of those ones where I was like, I'm on the way. I'm on the way right now. You know what I mean? Like, and I come back to the studio and this was like the beginning of us doing one of the most epic hood albums that everyone is aware of in the East Side San Jose. One of the most unsung duo projects. It was called 100 Miles Running. Bro, Me and You album was so fucking wet, bro. It was just one of them. It was drippy than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was... You know what I'm saying? Am I jumping too far ahead in the timeline? Like,
not at all. Not at all. It's just... That project, I wish the engineers stepped their game up just a tad bit more. I can say.
Oh yeah. Listen, I agree because
I would have fought a nigga over that alone and shit. But you know what I mean? That's some other shit.
Yeah, that's some other shit. But you know what though? That's besides the fact and the story, right? The part of the story, the timeline I want to highlight is the fact that now me and you, we got this ill album, you know what I mean? And like, so now selfishly, I want to throw in the fact that during this time, I was figuring my own shit out as far as a man just alive on the earth. And I had discovered this wonderful psychedelic drug called DMT. And bro, we used to get in the lab and rock sessions all night. And matter of fact, we used to drink vodka and with a splash of cranberry.
Whatever was on tap. Remember?
Yeah, definitely. But I remember like we had a run-on concept and we called it Pink, or actually you dubbed it. It was called Pink Panties, where we were fucking with pink panties, where we were drinking fucking 100 proof vodka and go ahead and splash it with a little bit of cranberry juice.
Not too much now.
Not too much, just enough to make it pink. And we called that bitch Pink Panties. And we was fucking pulling pink panties down on all the bad bitches. We were making gold music. You know what I mean? Like
the vibes was really, yeah, there was dope vibes every time, huh?
Yeah, bro. And like, and bro, you know what we would do? At the end of every night, 4 or 5 in the morning, we would be so fucking loaded, allegedly, right? Off of all kind of, you know, recreational products, right? We were just having a good old time doing music. And then we would go ahead and travel the universe and go ahead and smoke some DMT and have the most incredible psychedelic trips. And I feel like those are some of those times that brought me closer to you as a brother. You know what I mean?
When you travel the universe that quick with somebody, you feel me? I took a crazy trip, nigga. Shit.
Right?
Man,
we were smashing through the universe, man.
You either bond with niggas on a trip or you just get tired of them as like a motherfucker. We bonded, it was cool, man. So, you saw that as individual for real.
And I remember too, it's like this is during the time I really got to know you even more. You know what I mean? And like I remember you were telling me about how like, cause you know now it's been hella years since I ain't known you in a minute. You know what I mean? I ain't seen you in a minute. And like
almost died and shit.
Yeah, I was just about to bring it up. So like, you know, let's tell the Playmakers about that, because there was a point that you now you're riding bikes. You got several different ninja bikes. You know what I'm saying? You're smashing and like, because I've never actually got to ask you about this, but so you ended up crashing and you damn near like almost did, you weren't even walking for a minute. You know what I mean? Like
I fucked up my leg, bro. I shattered every bone between my ankle and my kneecap.
Oh.
And I woke up and they're like, yeah, so the option was to cut it off or put a big metal rod down your leg. And I was like, cool. Glad you kept my leg, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out to that doctor, B.
Shout Shout out that decision, man.
He would have been peg leg boy Treez right now. He would have been owning it too.
No lie, I came back. I was running. I slam dunk a basketball, and as the last time I was like, cool. I came back to 100%. I'm done. So shout out Doctor for real, man. Greatest decision that man's ever made. Clearly.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah,
man.
because I'll bring this up to you, Playmakers, because we will be in said studio, getting loaded, and you know what I'm saying, traveling the universe. And I would look over to my right or my left, and then my man, Nick Treez, he will be chilling on a psychedelic trip in a fucking wheelchair. And bro, he would be doing like wheelies and shit. And I never knew that, you know, he at one point in his life, he thought they were taking his legs away from him. So he had became one of the illest on a goddamn wheelchair even. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I used to try to do what you did in the wheelchair, and I'd bust my ass. You know
I've done plenty times, though. It'd be funny as shit, because it looked like I done had it. You know, obviously I just lose it real quick. Like, what?
Right?
Doing good for 20 minutes. Why you fall now?
Right? You ain't lying. And like, bro, and during this time too, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? When we would just be knocking hella tracks out, and the shout out to Chan. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Shout out to Chan.
Every night, I be jealous as fuck because I would have to leave the studio to go do some shit. And man, he'd be just dope beat. He'd be making it. I come back and there's another dope beat, and I know everybody here done recorded some shit, got shit out. I'll be like, damn, missing out. Man, that man would just make fire all day. All day. And I was only around for part of the day. Damn, I miss so much action.
Hey man, well you know what? That's why you wear the hat as Busy Boy Treez. You feel me? Like a motherfucker who's busy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And you know, I'm glad that we're in the part of the storyline where I'm involved, where I could tell my part where it was like, yo, this was one of the hardest men to get a hold of, but when it was time to show up, he was there. You know what I mean? And fortunately, I was the late nighter in the lab. Like, I would even show up early in the day and just be there all day.
That's what made it work, because that was the only time that would slow down would be them super graveyard
at
shifts.
At the wee hours, right?
Graveyard shift all day.
Right? And bro, tell the Playmakers how many times at like 6 or 7:30 in the morning, right? You're dropping me off at home because like, and you know what's funny is like, you know what I mean? You know me, I'll do DMT and I'll be on this whole, yo, life is so crazy, bro, this world and this, and you'd be like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get you home before your girl starts tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always took care of me in that sense, bro, because, you know, I'm ready to figure out the world's formulas. Like, you know, what's funny is like, maybe if my girl wasn't tripping so hard that I needed to be home, right? Maybe I would have been able to figure out this corona shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yo. Some of the greatest times in my life, bro, to be honest with you, like when I look back, if I was on the other side of this microphone and I was being interviewed as a playmaker, bro, these are some of the parts of the storyline that I would have to highlight, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like those, like that made me as an artist too. Those times, bro. Like the songs we did, the album we did.
You had some hard ass shit though. I remember coming back.
Yeah, I was still dropping projects, you know.
We wasn't necessarily working with each other like all the time. It'd just be like I catch you if you was still there, but like, hey,
yeah, because you know I was doing it moving too. I was trying to do my best Busy Boy impression.
I think you had some solo shit going down because I would come in and there'd be some new shit. I was like, damn, there's some more fire. Yeah, you was going crazy.
Yeah, you know I was going crazy, bro. Listen. I am egotistical, so I love it when you say that shit because, yes, I agree. I like, right? You hear me, Playmakers, his version. You hear his version of things, bro. I was eating. I was a monster.
Yeah, the vibes you would be dealing out over there was definitely fire. You was inspired over there for real.
Right? All right, so check this out. We won't exactly talk about what happened to both of our relationship with the owner of this studio, right? But we will just say that this was a definite like speed bump in our production as artists. Like some shit went down at the spot that we called our sanctuary. You know what I mean? And like we all had to move on to bigger and better things. And like one thing that occurred with me and your relationship is it never stopped. Like we actually I like to believe like I actually got tighter with you after this. You know what I mean? Like after like shit fell through at that studio. You know what I mean? I like to feel, and you know, check us out, Playmakers. The reason we're talking about this album, 100 Miles Running. The reason we're talking about this album as like a phantom, like a legend, is because it exists online. But you know, it was one of those things that like, you know what I mean? Like there was a party that was involved in it. It just, you know, when things fell through, that third party,
it just soured the whole thing.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said it. Thank you. I'm glad, you know what I mean? I was trying to find a way to be nice, but I'd rather keep it all the way a buck. You know, for our Playmakers, you know what I mean?
They didn't come through on their end at all. They didn't uphold what they're supposed to do as their job and half-ass some shit, which is a reason why, you know, we sticks. If you can make your own shit, you do your own shit for the most part these days. I see that.
Yes, like, and Playmakers, boom, that's a key right there. If you could be self-sufficient and you could handle all your own joints, you have to take your craft in your own hands. You have to take.
What? You don't have to even like be like perfected, but as long as you make your shit sound dope, and then whoever you're gonna pay, that's cool. Because once you get your shit out there, you're gonna meet other people, other individuals that actually want to put time and effort with you. As long as you paying, you know,
exactly.
Not gonna say something for free, but you pay, you're gonna find some quality motherfuckers. They out there, but this motherfucker was not.
And can you vouch for me when I say this? Is like, don't look for the jug, Playmakers, because you'll get the jug quality. Pay the man, pay whoever it may be, and what they're worth, because everything's a symbiotic relationship. You might be a rapper. You need a producer. You think it's going to give you beats for free? Find one, right? Or you need an engineer. You think it's going to mix your shit for free? And if you ain't willing to do all that, you should take the Nick Treez route and just be the guy who handles everything. He mixes his own shit, records his own shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
I record you too, Holla. There's a feed off.
Oh yeah. And man, I can't wait to when I post this episode, I can't wait to post some of the joints that me and you have done over the years, because my history as an artist, my recorded history for real, I can date back, 9 years ago, and I can show y'all some shit, Playmakers, and be like, yo, check me and Treez out when we was young and running around. And then check us out nowadays when we're grown and established. You know what I mean? Like, you always say, it only gets better. It only gets better, bro. And like,
I love hearing the changes and shit. And, you know, when you get better with shit, because when we was young, all we did was buy the Pro Tools, slap the record, throw a little bit of shit on it, and go straight. There was me personally, there was never no pop-ins. It was one take Jakes all the time,
right?
And then working with you established a lot of other, working with other people just got me like, oh, there's a lot of other ways to get shit done, and thank God for that, and thank God for like motherfuckers putting shit up online, doing tutorials for motherfuckers like me, making it understandable so we can learn some shit. God damn, shit's fire.
Right? Hey, you ain't lying, because we come from an era where the trade secrets, that didn't exist. There was no trade secrets. Nobody told nobody shit. Like, you had to learn it or be knowing already.
I guess you had to pay even more for that shit. I'm like, come on, like, man, I'm at your studio. I'm paying for the time. Can you throw a little reverb on my motherfucking track, motherfucker? Shit.
Right? Go ahead and compress my joint a little bit.
Do something, motherfucker. Act like you know something, motherfucker. Damn, I'll take all your fucking. That's what was happening. People were getting robbed for their shit back in the day, so that cut up a lot of shit for some shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Motherfuckers was grimy out here, man.
Yeah, I mean, and I want to point out that what do you mean was? Motherfuckers is grimy out here, you know what I mean?
Still definitely is, yeah. Don't let the facade, the little beautiful picture of the Bay for you. Still some bullshit out here.
Yeah, because you know what? We ain't playing out here in this Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Playmakers. You know what I mean? Especially a little old town, a little old city called San Jose, California that y'all may never heard of.
Avoid them grimy niggas and go get with them real motherfuckers that really put in their time, though. Fuck that. They grimy niggas want to just take you over and do your shit dirty. And there's other niggas that been grimy but know how to do appropriate business, though. Fuck that.
Oh, repeat that. That's some of that ism right there. There's some. Go ahead and repeat that. There's some grimy motherfuckers out here.
There's grimy niggas that just want to do you dirty, and there's other niggas that been grimy but no appropriate business and gonna take care of you. We gonna help navigate you through the grind, my nigga. Don't trip. I'm gonna show you the way.
We're gonna show you the way. Oh, I'm trying to tell y'all, Playmakers, this is exactly why we do this podcast. Because we are, listen, check us out, Tree. I want this podcast to be some influential, some inspirational. You know what I mean? So I always want to point out different key factors because when we tell our story, you're a dumbass, Playmakers, if you are going to make the same mistakes we say we've made. We're telling you the ism. We're giving you the blueprint right here of how to operate. You know what I mean? How to keep things in motion.
Hit you with the key pointers, man. Can't hit you with the whole game.
No, we can just only give you some pieces, and as Playmakers, y'all should be able to run with them bitches. You know what I mean?
As a solid individual, you'll pick up on the key shit, and you'll know what's up, man. You know what's real.
Right? Okay, so now we're moving along, right? And this is crazy too because this is during the time, right? That like you are the ultimate busiest, and this also enters Fitness Boy Treez, where it was like if you were either busy out there in the streets, you were in the gym. If you weren't in the gym, you're in the streets, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And you was Fitness Boy Treez. You know what I mean? So now I want to bring it to a little bit of present day question. In this corona climate confinement, you know what I'm saying? Are you still keeping to your diet? You know what I mean? Because I know you're Fitness Boy Treez. Like, is it hard right now in this climate of things? Like, are you know what I mean? Do you find yourself popping in some microwavable shit, or are you still on your shit? Because you know what I mean?
You know, I took quite some time when I had the injury and shit, so it wasn't a lot of gym. So I've been kind of lazy, but lately I'm definitely going to get back into my shit since they shut the gym down. I need some home equipment. But the home cooking has been stupendous, though, man. I've been trying so much different fish.
Chef
Whatever
Boy
they had on
Treez.
sale, motherfuckers was buying out the stores. I just took what was left over. They had some thick-ass steaks. It was steak lobsters,
Yeah.
fishes, some big-ass tuna steaks.
Hey, D-boys eat good, huh?
Man, fucking. Hey, what's that one necro when he said, I need drugs? He said, I'm killing myself while the dealer's eating Japanese food. Shout out Necro. Shout out Necro, nigga. I need
Shout out Necro, bro.
One of the hardest fucking tracks ever, man. That shit's hit. But yeah, man, it's cook. Learn how to cook. If your mama never taught you, neither did mine. So you know what? I picked up some shit though. Your girl gonna love you for it. Females will love you for it, just in general. But
yeah, player shit.
Learn some real cooking shit.
Hey, real players, real playmakers. How about that? Real players, real playmakers. We whipping it up in the kitchen on every means.
Man, everything. I know how to cook anything. Anything in that kitchen, man. I cook that souffle to the whole zip thing. What you want, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right, so check us out. Are we getting closer to present day? Or are we itching closer?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now we're getting closer to present day. You know what I mean? And me and Treez, we got hella tracks on the way that y'all not even worried about. He got several like projects even, you know what I mean? And it's like what y'all don't know.
remember, I'm ahead of the curve. We ain't doing the projects no more. Projects is lightweight, not dead, but dead. We hit the singles up. Remember when I switched it up to just 2 verses only?
Yeah.
I helped push that wave of 2 verses, motherfuckers. I said 3 was too much. We only doing 2. And that was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out for everybody that do 2 verses. Even when they even big names, there's like a big name and a big name, and they all do is 1 verse each. That's the hottest shit, man. Make that bread. Them motherfuckers. Oh, man. I can't tell you how lovely it is not having to listen to 5-minute songs no more.
For real, right? And I'll tell you this much, like, damn, like, I be like on some 2-verse shit for real. Ever since that time.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Come in with 2 verses in the ill-ass fucking hood. Hey, that's hard. That's all I need. I don't need fucking 3+ minutes, man. If you could get that shit done in 3:30, beautiful. Anything over there, man, come on.
You ain't fucking with that.
Do better, man. It's dope, but do better, though. Come on.
You are Treez. You are like state-of-the-art boy Treez, right? Like, you always keep me on game with the new shit. And, like, you know what I'm saying? You always be telling me about how people are structuring shit. You know what I mean?
I hit you with the new rappers, though. A lot of these
you do.
I got a couple new cats, too. They got less than 10,000 followers, and they about to be blowing, though. Watch these motherfuckers.
You're like Scout Boy Treez.
Hey, honestly, if I was to be a manager for like whatever label recruiting on new talent, I'm dope. I got you. I bring them out for you, man. But they there's so much talent out here. They doing okay. They find it.
Hey, isn't it in your blood too? Like your pops was.
My pops was a kid, but he wasn't a producer. He was the artist, but his best friend was the producer that did platinum shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because wasn't he involved with like Bush and like Limp Bizkit and shit like that?
With the what?
With like Bush and like Limp Bizkit, like Bush the band.
No,
which
Korn.
one? Korn. There you go.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
My dad friend helped produce. Not like all their shit, just one of their shits. But yeah, my dad he could walk into a couple rock parties and the famous band nigga would recognize him and pull him out. Hey, you want to come party with us? Hit the road.
Right.
He best friends with a lot of motherfuckers, man. It's crazy, man. Rockstar. Shout out to the Rolling Stone, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Rolling Stone. Shout out to the. Hey, you know what? I want to shout him out personally because, you know what I'm saying, this is a motherfucker that birthed the man that I know as Busy Boy Treez. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my brothers. You know what I mean?
I thought he was crazy for having long hair back in the day. Look at me now.
For real, Okay, so I forgot to point that out. You know what I'm saying? Playmakers, like when we were working this album, 100 Miles Running, his hair was barely reaching his shoulders. You know what I mean? And
I was gonna do the Snoop Dogg cover. That shit would have been lit,
right? Yeah. And bro, his shit right now is banging to the fullest, and he's one of the motherfuckers that always keeps his shit kept as possible. Like. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker wigging.
The braids used to be tight, but now they out of control because it's over 3 hours, so I don't break my head no more. I'm waiting to cut it, donate to charity and all that good shit, and go back shorter. But
your shit is banging. Your shit is long as fuck right now.
The Iversons, when I had the Iverson braid, the motherfucker, that was lit. That shit was hard. I would have kept that shit for like 2-3 months if it didn't get so fucking raggedy on me, but shit. Oh man. Shout out long hair. Shout out long hair niggas, man. Try that once in your lifetime, man. If it worked for you, you're gonna be loving it. Trust me. I didn't think I was meant for long hair, but that shit fly though.
hey, check this out, Playmakers. Long hair don't care, right? You all heard that saying. Check this out. A motherfucker, James Brown, had a conversation with a young Snoop Dogg and told him, he said, Snoopy, your hair is your strength. Don't ever cut it. And Snoop ain't never cut his wig since. And if y'all look at Snoop, he's a long wig rocking motherfucker. You know what I mean? And like, bruh, you know Snoop is a famous Crip too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, you had to establish too that you know what I'm saying that we're not gonna label you as you know what I'm saying a Crip, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? But the roots. of the roots of your gang affiliation in the streets, and in order to become a man. Not even in order to become a man, just a part of the precursor to you being a man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Was some Crip shit, and like it's crazy because, bruh, if I seen you rocking some dreads longer than a motherfucker, and I knew a little bit of your history, right? I'd be like, this nigga is on some Crip shit right here because, bro, and like I said, playmakers, this motherfucker is a universal man of all walks. He's, you know what I'm saying? You can't put him in a box on some gang shit like that. You know what I mean? You can't at all. Matter of fact, you can't even tell him with all those goddamn blues that he be thumbing through. Like, oh, well, yeah, you definitely banging the seat. No. He's just a banker. You know what I mean?
He go for the green team, baby.
Yes.
Green team. Money and weed, baby. Money and weed.
Yeah.
Come on, fuss with it. Learn about fuck the violent shit. Get that money and go get some fucking weed. You be good in your life.
Yes.
Man,
All right.
you
So now let's ask some artist questions. You know what I mean? This is the fun part. I'm gonna ask you one question. I want you to elaborate, and I'm gonna run and take a piss real quick, right? So I know in one word, it'd be hard to sum up your artistry. But if you could think of one word, what word would it be? And just go ahead and explain it. You know what I mean? I'll give you a second to think about it. I'm gonna go and hit this pisser. I'll be back in like 19 seconds.
How about that? It's an interesting concept. One word to describe the artistry of Treez. It's like one time, like you kind of want to say brilliant on one side right there, man. Kind of, because when you get down to it, when you put all the other shit I be doing aside, you just get me in the studio and you want to be creative, I spark some crazy ass shit out of people, man. I'll just hum off some shit and say a few fucking words, and it starts off a whole way. And it don't necessarily, I don't gotta be on a hard beat. You can throw in a fucking R&B shit off the, look, I help you write some crazy shit. Artistry, if you talking what I've actually done, you know, shit, that's what it is supposed to be, shit. Listen to it, because I ain't really trying to be brilliant in no way. I'm not trying to paint no super picture these days. So I just, these days, it's a lot more just going, it's kind of like a freestyle these days for me. Just go out the top of your head. I'm not out here trying to be the dopest, man. I'm out here just, it's still what it was all those years ago, still some fun shit, inspirational shit. You see some motherfucker do some dope shit. I want to go do some dope shit right now too.
Right? Okay, so I did go take a piss. What was the word that you hit him with to describe your shit?
I was just throwing shit out, just talking shit. So
okay, because you know what? You know what I would say? You want to know what I would say? I would say.
I think maybe, I know I used brilliant because if you was ever in the lab with me, this is the original content. It's brilliant because if you with
brilliant, yes.
I'm gonna inspire some crazy shit, and it doesn't need to be on no trap shit. It don't need to be on whatever you come in, whatever your genre you like to spit, and they put on the beat. You're gonna hear me do some. I'll say some shit or some shit.
Oh my god, bro!
Hella motherfuckers right off the vibe. They be hearing me. I hear what you saying over there. I ain't really saying shit, man. I'm just kind of got a little. I'm mumbling some shit right now because I.
Oh my god, bro! Tree, check this out. You know what I was gonna say? It was gonna be a hyphenated word, so it is not necessarily one word, but it was definitely hyphenated. I was gonna say well-rounded, bro.
There you go.
Because like you just said it, like it don't matter what. Oh, you want to come to the lab? What kind of artist is you? Like, oh, you on this hype? Like, hey, you a butt? Like, hey, low key. I know you wouldn't even say this, but maybe you know it to be true. But bro, you're a lyricist, bro. Like. On top of being like, you know, a rapper, you know what I mean? Because, you know, those are different things, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you be gassing, bro.
Trust me, you be in the studio enough time, there's some gas to come out. You'd be surprised. Out of all the bullshit, they'd be like, hey, that shit was tight right there, what the fuck?
But you know when you're writing that shit, I know when you're writing that shit, you know it though. You're like, oh,
Hey,
this is.
honestly, yes. There's definitely someone I used to write. Honestly, I don't even write shit no more.
Yeah. Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah, but yeah, when you write, sometimes I can definitely feel it when I'm on the vibe and I'm catching this shit like, oh yeah, that's cool. And there's other times I'm like, hey, you know what? I got some other shit I need to go handle right now. I got the other shit's kind of catching my mind right now. If you be too busy, you hear your phone blowing up too much, you kind of want to go get to the money and just skip the rap. Skip the rap. So yeah, it was always different. But these days, I take the time. If I got time to do some shit, we do it. If not, fuck it, I can't. I ain't forcing shit that ain't there. We just having fun, man.
Hey, tell the playmakers how crazy I am in the lab.
By the way, the mic's off right now.
Ain't nobody
to turn it back on, press the button that controls the microphone.
Whoa.
Damn, son, you that crazy. You say my fucking alerts.
I know, right? You know what? I turn on my fucking goddamn. I try to turn on my Bluetooth speaker so I can play some Nick Treez like these bitches over here. Tripping. All right, but you know what though? Vouch for me, Tree. Tell the playmakers how crazy I am in the lab. I'm like a fucking man. But tell them how I don't even write, and I'm really just.
You've never came in with nothing written.
This is
because you changed the whole format of how I record shit now. You were the first one. I remember you even said niggas come to the studio with me.
Now we got the big speaker on.
Niggas come in the studio with me and they learn some shit, and I did. I learned a couple ways. Like okay, because like I said, I was all one take Jakes before, and then fuck all that. That shit hard as fuck already. Sometimes on a lot of shit.
Right, but also on time consuming. Like if you could punch in at a certain spot.
Hell yeah, if you could just knock your shit out, because now honestly shit goes pretty quick with a lot of shit if I'm on a nice buzz, but you would never come in with nothing written, and everything will be outside, and you be conversating with motherfuckers in the background, beer in the hand, joint
right? Fucking
and
glass of liquor.
Like, hold on. You be like, hold up. I got the next. Okay, boom. You got the next two bars and shit. And you spit it out, and you go back to your conversation and shit. I'm like multitasking like a motherfucker. I'm over here in the corner writing shit out, having to replay every couple seconds. Nigga, like, damn, this nigga's crazy. What the fuck,
bruh? I'm telling, bro. Thank you for that because, bro, I'm fucking insane, playmakers. Bro, like there's so much madness going through my mind.
You don't have it memorized, do a one take Jake, because recording with you easy. I don't know why the other nigga was fucking. He couldn't get you down.
Right?
You easy as shit.
We ain't saying no names.
Nah, fuck that.
Because we don't say names, playmakers. Do you understand me? We don't do that over here on the GMM network. You know what I'm talking about?
None of that snitch line shit.
Nah, we ain't doing that shit. Oh, you know what, too? We are gonna talk about that shit. We are gonna get to that portion because you are a motherfucker who speaks out for the street. Like I'm talking about, you're a motherfucker who speaks out for the street ethics.
Certain subjects and that.
Yes, the street morality. Like there's certain morals and rules that we live by and we're raised by, and it makes us good people. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's just it should be how you should run shit. It just makes your character a solid ass individual. If you ain't built like that, I don't think you solid nigga. I don't want to fuss with you. I don't got no problems with you or nothing, but I ain't gonna fuss with you.
Right?
So take the fuck out of my business,
sucker. Okay, so check us out. All right, now, you know, like I said, this is the brother podcast of the Real Fantasy Playmakers. So, and you are Guru Boy Treez. You are Vegas Boy Treez.
Wait till football come back, nigga. Wait till football come back.
So I want to know, bro, let the Playmakers know, how are you dealing with this corona climate confinement?
Nigga, okay, so
like with no sports and shit like that, like how you know what I mean? Just let me know.
Okay, since I have a plethora of shit I'm supposed to actually be working on, like I'm supposed to be mixing down a lot of shit right now, I'm okay, but if I didn't have that, I go crazy because there's no
sports. Because you got more time. You got quote unquote more time.
No, fuck that. I'm talking like when I used to get up, I'd go straight to Sports Center because that's always kind of some shit. You know, always some new shit popping off. When you watch the daily news, these days you can't watch news because there's nothing new popping. There's nothing. Then you can't watch shit. I can't watch reruns of other shit. I'm getting bored as fuck. But I have a lot of shit I'm supposed to be mixing down. And if I'm not mixing down, then you can catch me on Madden because I need to be somewhat entertained. And you know what? That's a sport. I don't care. There's sport gaming now. These niggas is killing shit. I will watch me some niggas play some Madden. I don't even gotta play. I'll watch a motherfucker play if it's competitive enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be losing my mind if I didn't have music to work on. So I don't know how the rest of it. I heard that there's a domestic violence charges done with and
on who? On who?
The in general, it's spiked.
Oh yeah. Because motherfuckers is cooped up. Come on, imagine this, bro. Like these motherfuckers
real
is
truth right now.
They all cooped up with their crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how dudes always use the excuse, so now it's sports night, I'm gonna go watch a game with my buddy. You can't, they ain't no
Oh
excuse.
my God, you can't do that.
There ain't no escape. So all the rest of the motherfuckers, good luck. I'm okay. I got a lot of shit we could be promoting. If you're a content creator, this is your time right now. It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
Regular niggas is dropping, man. They ain't built for this shit. They ain't built. I've been ready for this shit. This ain't nothing though.
Hey, Treez, check this out, Treez. Man, I'm so upset that like I've been trying to be a content creator, and then now the whole goddamn world is trying to do what Bogey's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but you already had the jump. You was already slightly ahead of what happened. Now you already make your time to shine. This is it. Motherfuckers is locked down for at least another good 30 days. Get it in.
Man, it's about to be like 3 months, 4 months more.
Hey, this shit's pretty wild. But this is a time. Content creators is the only niggas that's really winning right now. And it's crazy because you've seen the whole trend change. We got to watch YouTube motherfuckers pop. Because remember when YouTube first dropped, it wasn't shit.
No, it was 2 girls in 1 cup.
Hella videos.
Remember 2 girls in 1 cup?
Everything was on that shit. And then, which one?
2 girls in 1 cup. Remember that? That's the YouTube I remember. Kim Kardashian sex tapes, shit like that was on YouTube, bro.
And then the regulations came, man. You know, fucking whatever came and regulated shit killed the whole internet game, but I guess it made it cool at the same time because independent artists right now is winning like a motherfucker. You couldn't do this when we first started.
And guess where we're from, bro? We are from the land of independent hustlers. Independent owned. Right? E40s of the world. Master P's. JT the bigger figures. You know what I mean?
Hey, JT, Osco shit, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, that nigga still doing it. He's still doing it.
He's still rocking. I fuck with him.
I saw some shit he was doing.
He's like a Muslim now for the last couple of years. He's like, you know, niggas try to shoot him up and did shoot him up. And he pulled through.
I just know he activated on the business side. That's all.
He's a like. I mean, that's why I threw his name in this independent. You know, this independent strong shit. E40, JT the bigger figure, Master P. That shit came from the Bay Area. Playmakers.
Man, a lot of shit. Independent shit. Hard out here in the Bay. I love it. That's huge. Bay Area, self-grinding ass niggas, dog. Go make your own album, walk around parking lots, distributing that shit. Oh my God. There was everywhere, nigga. In the mall, niggas handing out their CDs.
In the mall, goddammit.
Nigga, what y'all niggas know about walking around mall handing out CDs?
They walking around the mall these days. They just window shopping.
Hey, feel me? Fuck. Basically, all they could afford was that one Louis Vuitton belt with some fucking jeans and that one fit, nigga. Now you window shopping until you, I don't know, dog.
Okay. Oh, I love that, Treez. Hold on, Treez.
All we had was white tees and fucking even Jabos, but I
Hey, I was on this live stream the other day, right? Yesterday, actually. You remember the snowman Jeezy shirts even? Like, remember, like, Those
I like. Wait, I fuck with the snowman though. That's a dope logo.
Yeah, it was, right? I'm just saying,
I
like, there was an era where the dope boy was like, like, I like to think of Jeezy as one of the last eras of the dope boy being idolized.
Nah, not even, because all they did was redefine what a dope boy is. You know what I mean? So they give you all these other images of what a lot of these niggas are cookie cutter rappers or artists.
But see, that's my point though. That's my point. Is that it is cookie cutter now.
Saying they some dope boys when in fact they've never seen no fucking dope in their life.
They ain't seen a brick. You know what I mean? They ain't seen 100 banditos.
They ain't seen a brick inside your mama crib, nigga. Shut
up. That's what I'm saying though, B. Hey, check this out, man. I think this is great, man, because I doing this podcast for a minute, all my series is that I got cats from everywhere, man, like youngsters, older cats, fools from our generation, and they're loving that, like, they can listen to our podcast, especially Playmaker as fuck, and they could find out about local artists from our area, you know what I'm saying, and then be able to dive deeper because. I mean, isn't it crazy? Feel me on this, that like before the mainstream social media, internet explosion, shit like that, even like Napster and all that, before all that, when you knew about music that was dope, you found out from someone else through word of mouth. Or maybe jumping in someone's car and they were slapping it. You know what I mean?
Right. I remember I was a young Droop. I heard some nigga bump that shit. I pull up, roll up. Hey, who that? Young whatever. I'm like, who? Young Droop. I'm like, how the fuck? I had to get online, search, but yeah,
right?
Young Droop, nigga. You had to find some fire shit. It's harder to find fire shit.
Yeah, because it's so saturated.
Nah, like nigga, you had to go get their CDs and all that shit, and they trying to charge you, ain't trying to pay, These days, you just get online, listen to their shit real quick, hit the little clip, you like it, all right, that's cool. You don't like it, go on to the next one. And it's just tight. Yeah, the whole new wave, man. It's pretty tight. Shout out all the social sites because they help a lot of independent niggas, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the social sites.
A lot of these niggas could never be out here.
Social media, give me money.
You know what I mean? Take advantage of this. Take advantage. Put your face out there. Go do some stupid shit. I don't give a fuck. Just entertain me. Entertain. That's all it is. Just do some
I have a good question. This is a good question right here. You just said something that just raised my eyebrow. You're like, it's all good. Show your face. Tell me from where we came from. This is exactly why. From where we came from, it's exactly why we were hesitant to get on social media because we come from a goddamn era where we're not trying to get our picture taken. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be seen.
Some of us took those basic ass rules from the streets and really took them like to heart. You feel me? Like, you don't do that stupid shit. There's a lot of shit you don't do out here that these niggas be doing, gang goofy, and you go ahead and reap the fucking little consequence of this shit.
Ooh, you said gang goofy. All that gang goofy shit, Playmakers, that's some fuck shit. Fuck all that gang goofy shit.
Boy, shit, be careful, man. But yeah, that was, it was very, all the sites were very new, right? Mm-hmm. It was no point going ahead and flashing no shit. You stupid as fuck doing that shit. You saw right away the repercussions of that. Motherfuckers getting their shit ran through and all that shit. Police come swooping right the fuck up. Like, come on, what the fuck is you even doing? And you wasn't even balling at the time. You had chump change, motherfucker. You can't even afford your fucking lawyer. You stuck now on some stupid ass nigga shit. What the fuck was you thinking?
Right? So, hey, I'm about to boo those motherfuckers. Fuck those motherfuckers. Those bitch ass, these bitch ass, snitch ass motherfuckers. All right, listen, okay, we're over on the top.
But I hate to say it though, at the same way, it did kind of, that's the content people like to see. And so it gives way for the mainstream shit that you do get to see, that portray a lot of the shit. It is. They giving you what you want to see, basically. That's what it was. They being stupid because they didn't really it out to how they supposed to put it out there. They just really go out here and do some shit and flash shit and do some dumb shit and get caught. Other niggas, they using it as the marketing tool, and the marketing tool's working. That graphic image shit, oh man, that's what it was. You got some graphic shit, you know. I mean, there's a lot of names you could drop that use that shit, especially from the Bay, with that style. Some of them done succeeded too, blew up. That's good for them. I like seeing it because, you know, your shit's really tight now. But I remember a lot of rappers back in the day, a lot of shit wasn't sound too tight on the rap, but the images were pretty tight, so people would be tuned in visually.
Ooh,
and the beats were
right.
pretty tight too, though. I don't really, you know, I didn't really care too much on the lyric shit, you know, but the beats and the visual shit, you caught a lot of attention. Some of them were able to run away, and there was other niggas that was actually dope, like some Jay Stalin and shit, you know.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jay Stalin.
Jay Stalin killed some shit. He has a youngster, nigga. Young nigga too. I remember. I think we was like almost the same age or something. He was a little younger.
Hey, you ever?
But I heard.
You ever heard of my nigga Young Roca?
Wait, what was the name?
Young Roca. He's a young nigga coming up. He reminds me of a young Jay Stalin, and he's from the town. Yeah, but you know what? I'll send you some links. This is a young nigga. I've been following him. I'm trying to get him on the pod because, you know what I'm saying?
Spread the hard shit. Hey, yeah.
He reminds me of us, bro. Like, he's a young nigga, dog. Like, this motherfucker winning right now. You know what I'm saying? Winning in the apocalypse.
Yeah. Shout out to the young niggas doing it, man.
Yeah, shout out to Rampart. Shout out to the town. Shout out to the whole Bay Area.
Shout out to the Yay area, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Yay, goddammit.
The Yay
shout out to San Jose.
The Yay area is smart, hell shit.
I love being where we're from, too,
I remember yeah, everybody jacks from us, man.
Yeah,
they love our swag. They love everything about the bag. Fuck this.
All right, so check this out,
Treez. Too much
Treez.
out here, man. They love it. They love it.
Check this out, Treez. So, if you are mentoring some young artists, what would you tell them? What the fuck is wrong with their approach? Because, you know, I know you're very familiar with a lot of these motherfuckers with the face tattoos and the colored hair approach, or you know whether it's somebody trying to promote drill music or some shit. Like, you're always on the individuals that are through and through, and you always know which guys that aren't through and through. You're always telling me, yo, this motherfucker's the truth, or this motherfucker's not. You know what I mean? Like, what would you tell artists right now? Like,
hold on, man, you breaking up.
Okay. All right. How about now? Can you hear me now? Hey.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Okay, you're coming in clear. Okay, you know what? In a nutshell, my question is, what would you tell artists? Like, how would you warn them about the activity? Because, you know, you can't hear me, huh?
We got technical difficulties.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Hey, hang up.
Am I still live?
Yeah, no, you're live. You're live. You know what? hang up, and then just call it right back on the audio too, on the FaceTime audio.
It sounds good right now.
You good?
Hello?
Yeah, shit.
It sounds good right now.
Okay, how about now?
It's not breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
All right, hello?
Yo.
Okay, maybe it is. All right.
Okay.
I'll call you.
Yeah. Call me right back. Me? No. You call me back. Call me back right now.
I'll call you.
Yeah, call me back right now. FaceTime audio.
Hello?
Yeah. FaceTime audio. Right. Call me back. Okay.
You going? All right.
Yeah, call me back. All right. Things like this can occur in the field. You know what I'm saying? We've been through moments like this. You know what I'm saying? We were getting heavy on some of the isms. We're gonna go ahead and get Nick Treez back. There he goes. Bam. And we got him back. My guy. Yo. Bam.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah, we solid, B. There he is. Hey. Okay, hey. All right, check this out.
The Annie, man. Blame it on the Annie, dog.
No. You know what? And the Trony and
Shit,
you know
I'll
what?
do it again.
Hennessy, give me money. Tito's, give me money. All that shit. All right, hold on. Let me light this joint. And
My phone?
No, yeah, we're good, right? You can hear me? Are we good? Oh, did we lose?
Yeah, I can't hear shit.
Oh,
What is
did
going
I
on?
lose you again, B? You know what?
Maybe there's an airplane flying over your crib right now.
It's a goddamn it's a Corona
Might be
conspiracy.
interfering. The signal shit.
Call Nick Treez.
I heard "Are we good?" That was it, and then it's just silent. Oh, I heard Nick Treez.
Yeah, I'm
Nigga
gonna call you on my other
breathe.
line. I'm gonna call you on my other line.
I hear.
Yo. Oh shit, you know what? My bad. Hold on. FaceTime audio call, Nick Treez. Yeah, there we go.
Making a FaceTime audio call to Nick Treez.
Oh, that's right, bitch. I told the bitch what to do. You feel me? Here we go. Now we're good. Yes. Okay, hold on. I gotta do one more thing. Bam. There we are. Okay. Yo, we good?
I mean, isn't it crazy though? We done talk to niggas on the moon with no problem, but I can't talk to you a couple miles away.
Well, because of the goddamn Corona confinement climate, bro.
Fucking Rona niggas making shit thick and irritating out here, man.
Bruh, everybody's online right now. Okay, walk me through that. How are you experiencing this shit right now in this Corona climate? You know what I'm saying? Remember I was telling you yesterday too how hard it is for me to upload shit because of the goddamn so many people are on the goddamn bandwidth in this bitch. You know what I mean?
You know what? I've been noticing a little bit of lag on definitely some Instagram, some other shit, mainly Instagram, but yeah, a little slow. I've been trying to upload shit. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, but look, if you get some laggage on a motherfucking Instagram, even, you know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there was something popping off. It was hella slow, so I just shut it down. You know, go hit the studio and go work for a few hours and hope everything worked later on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I want you to. Okay, we'll close up, right? I want you to leave the playmakers off with some of that ism. You know what I mean? What makes you a playmaker? I want you to let them know, like, you know what I'm saying? Just give them some words of encouragement of like, let them know what the fuck it really is. Like, if you out here hustling, if you out here chasing a dream, you know what I'm saying? Tell them what the approach should be.
Man, a good approach. The first shit is, you know, take care of yourself.
Woo.
Take care of yourself, you know. Get your health right. Get your body right first. Get your body, take care of your body. And then you take care of your mind. You feel me? Get your mind in the right situation. Then you're ready to go get your paper. Once you get your paper, it's all about making the right choices, man. And not being afraid to try out new shit. Don't be afraid to put yourself in some crazy predicaments sometimes if you're really out there doing some shit. Because sometimes that's what it takes to get the job done.
Oh my God, we got to run that right back. Hold on. Let them know what you just said again, because that shit was so wet. You said, listen, if you out here trying to get it, right? Let them know. If you out here trying to get it, this is some of that ism you need to pay attention to.
Like, when you really first broke down, you got to get your body right and get your mind right. And then you're able
that's
to go get
mind,
your paper.
and that's, he said, physically and mentally.
And check it out. Once your mind and body's good and you start getting your paper, your soul's going to complete you. So that mind, body, soul bullshit you always hear about, that's some real shit. Once you get all that shit complete, you start feeling 100% great, man. Just every day, nothing can get on your nerve. No motherfucker can touch you. It's awesome. Get on that level.
He said, as long as you got your mind right and you got your physicality correct,
you feel me? Your soul's gonna hear that. Your soul's gonna be like,
your
I
soul.
see that mind and body. I feel your mind and body coming in tune. I'm with you, so we gonna rock together. And once you want solid ass peace, you go get that paper. You be unstoppable. You healthy as shit. Your mind is going good, so you making good choices on what you're supposed to be doing. You know, just keep your shit in line. You feel me? You can't be one of those Niggas getting out of touch and all night partying all the time. Don't be all that. You know, it's cool to party all the time sometimes. But you gotta have structure, man. Structure's huge. But keep your mind right, your body tight.
Structure, playmakers. That's
huge.
key.
Structure's huge, man. When you said you touched down, when you said when the busiest times of your life, when I was really doing 24, 48, 72-hour shifts, nonstop. I had my phone set up to remind me of when to eat. You know what I mean? I had a timer for when I could eat.
I was there.
You feel me? A lot of people would see the timer and freak out like, what is this shit? Hey, sometimes I be stuck in the mode and I got
a motherfucker gotta be reminded sometimes you gotta eat when we out here eating. So tough. So
keep a structure, man. If especially if you're doing besides hustling, no matter if you're in the street hustling or doing some real legit business hustling, you keep a structure because that structure is gonna hold you to a lot of shit and make sure you get shit done on a timely manner.
Ooh.
I mean, especially on your business shit, man. If you're really doing some business shit, of course, keep that structure down and keep pushing some shit. But if you in the street shit, I ain't gonna tell you how key that is because there's so many. I hate listening to niggas, but they form war stories and they got shit to show for it. I used to have 100K. I hit a lick for 100K. Well, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Get the fuck out of here, broke. You broke now.
You fucking depressing me right now, nigga. You making my fucking emotions twitch, right? Nigga. I don't want to hear this. You make me sad, nigga. Fuck you. Get out of here with your bullshit. I want to see the nigga that's actively doing shit, getting shit, running his shit. Yes. Don't tell me what you used to have. That means you a bum ass nigga because you couldn't hold your shit down.
He's a bum ass motherfucker.
Nigga. You used to have, nigga. What the fuck was that? You did it one time? Oh, lightning strikes once anywhere. Nigga can't strike twice though, can it, motherfucker? So, you know what I mean? Just stay about your shit. Don't become one of those niggas. I used to living in the past ass shit, nigga. Fuck all that. I got so many stories. I don't even like talking stories. I get lost. Let's talk about the now. What we doing right now? What can we do in the future? Let's pop some real shit. Niggas get stuck on what they used to do. That 100,000 ain't lasting you forever, motherfucker. So what you used to do, you should have kept on doing, motherfucker. Did something different. Because you broke your shit and I'm tired of hearing it. Don't tell me this shit.
I tell you this much, playmakers. Investor boy Treez, entrepreneur boy Treez. He told me at one point, he was like, bruh, go buy as many shares as possible at this impossible shit. Remember that?
The Beyond Meat shit before.
And bro, you told me that shit, and bro, that shit blew up so crazy. And you hit me, you're like, did you buy? I was like, I didn't buy shit. I was so hot.
Don't be afraid to diversify yourself, nigga. Street niggas could do more than street niggas shit if you a sold ass nigga. Believe that. Street shit's just one of the shits you're fucking equipped with doing, alright? You're equipped to do a whole lot more of that if you in the street doing some moves, man. Believe that. Don't limit yourself to street shit because this street shit transfers over to a lot of places in life. Believe that.
Damn, now that's some of the most illest ism that has been broadcasted right here on the GMM network, right here on Playmaker as fuck, on episode 8. That's some of that ism, Playmakers. He done told y'all that real ism.
And we're going to drop some more of that ism when we bring back football and I start talking that football to you. I might even really talk football.
You ain't even know about Guru Boy Treez. I'm going to just hit you with
the fucking picks. You take my picks or not. I don't give a fuck. I make money on my picks. You do what you want with your own fucking money, nigga. I make money, all right? I don't mind losing a little bit, but I still win more money every season for the last, 4 or 5 seasons since I used this little shit I got. I'm good. I've been profitable every season. I'm telling you, I got this shit. Let's rock with the underdogs, man. Underdogs is shit. Underdogs is fucking shit. Man, shout out San Jose State too, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I was about to say you don't want racks on them.
Shit, but you know what? When they did win, those ones I needed you to win. So shout out for that.
Yeah.
God damn. But yeah, when you bring that shit back and football cracks off again, I'm going to be on that shit. I'm going to hit you with locks every week, man. I have a winning record. Every season, been having a winning record. Who does this shit? Who has winning records when I'm calling 20 games a fucking week? 20 games every week.
Winning boy Treez.
Winning boy Tree, man. Leave it up. Come on. I hit more than I lose. Just rock with me. So, yeah, we're going to get that one on your cash, too, man. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, we more than the street, man. We more than the street. Because the street really is everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You already know. You hear that Playmaker says more than the street.
The world is just a more refined version of the street, if you look at it. You feel me? They take a lot of street shit. Look at Kanye makes his bum-ass clothing off of Western niggas in the street. It's redefined, but at a higher price tag. You feel me? Fuck it. If you've never been introduced to the streets, here you are. Here's your chance for $199 for some sneakers to be somewhere introduced what a bum would wear.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro. Like, that motherfucker was tripping with the holes in the shirt and shit. I could put holes in my shit already.
I loved it, though.
I ain't lying. I loved it, too. Hey, check us out, Playmakers. All right. We done took you through the whole journey. And the journey doesn't stop. It's a motherfucking journey that continues to stay lucrative. And it's a journey and a story that stays winning. And there's ups and downs. But this story, it makes the man who he is. And at this point in the timeline, in present day, long hair does care. He's long hair does care, Treez. Long ass hair than a motherfucker. Wisdom through the roof. Just wiser than beyond. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the motherfuckers that know Treez will attest to this, that this motherfucker right here is one of the most influential and unsung artists out here. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurs is really what I want to label him. You know what I mean? Because, yeah.
If y'all got some ideas, hit me up. I might invest in you. It's all good. If you're a dope
investor
artist,
boy Treez.
I might invest in you. I was trying to manage one of the homies, but he's going through some difficult times right now. But he was a legit artist. I was trying to get him. And to be a little bit more open, he has some mental health issues, which I thought was even better because he could have did a lot more for the mental health community. Because he was a dope ass artist. I'm talking hard as shit.
Or is.
It would be tight to get him on, but he's going through some shit right now. But that's on some other side shit. We can make shit pop off from any fucking angle. Believe that.
Oh, yeah. And check us out. Check us out, Treez. This ain't the first time I'm getting you on this joint. We are definitely, because, you know, it's a success story that continues to bubble and flourish. And we're going to continue to, you know what I'm saying, to monitor and update and promote everything that is Nick Treez, because this is a fucking San Jose original. It's a motherfucking Bogard scot-free must pay attention to type of jump off vibe. You know what I mean? Because you know me, I'm only trying to promote real playmakers. And not only playmakers as fuck. And Nick,
as fuck, nigga.
As fuck. And Nick Treez, you a playmaker as fuck. Bruh. I don't know how to more to express my gratitude for getting you on the joint. I don't even feel like I should even thank you. I feel like I owe you. Just because, these motherfuckers.
Man. Thank you for blessing.
Bro, it's all about the playmakers, bro. The playmakers need to hear this story. They need to be aware.
They're now introduced.
Yes. Because, listen, my man Nick Treez right here, he's the best kept secret. And now with this episode, I mean, I don't even want to talk about saying I'm dropping names or anything like that, but I want to make sure you guys are aware of the name Nick Treez, playmakers. This is a playmaker. This is a motherfucker that y'all need to pay attention to, because this motherfucker.
Or not. You know, it's cool. I'm gonna make.
Yeah, you're right. He's like, yeah, listen. You
I'm
know
okay
what
with not having on. It's cool. Certain things, pay attention to.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what I mean. I'm talking about the artist, the music. I'm talking about the music. You know what I mean? But yes, I know what you're saying.
Come on now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I love that too, because you know what I'm saying. We from the life. We live a life. All y'all that live a life, y'all understand this.
This is the life.
It's a life. Follow us at the GMM Network. Go ahead and follow me also on Twitter at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogard Scott Free World on IG. Where you want them to find you at, Nick?
Only place I got that's actually probably kind of active at this point is the Instagram BusyBoy48 BIZZYBOI48.
Hey yo, Playmakers, much love. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, hit that notification bell so you can be well aware.
Shit, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Treez. Damn, this is one of the greatest introductions to somebody pivotal in the game. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue to bring you on, you know what I'm saying, and refresh the Playmakers with all the Nick Treez ism, bro. Like, this is only the beginning. And I'm glad.
It definitely is. We got shit coming up. We're gonna keep you in tune every time we got some new shit coming up. I hope you have me back. Be glad to come over here and talk some more shit on some shit. You feel me?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want to tell you one thing. Is you definitely got to talk your shit. You know what I mean? Like I know telling the story is a challenge for me. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm well a part of the story, but it's also a challenge to me because, you know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker. It's one of the sharpest and most cunning stories that you'll ever come across. So I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a challenge for me to tell a story because I don't want to downplay it at all. This is a hell of a story that continues to flourish. Check out Nick Treez. Check out my man Busy Boy.
We rocking. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. All you Playmakers that want to get familiar with his music, you're gonna find all kind of links in the description. Like I said, follow us at the GMM Network.
Yeah, since we got shit to do, it'll be a lot of shit, right? But we cooped up like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, well, hey, you know what? Expect more, Playmakers. We because we cooped up. We ain't playing with the game. We you know what I'm saying? We're taking advantage.
We got a new approach. We're gonna start a new approach. We're gonna change the game up again slightly, like we did last time. But we're gonna do a new spicy thing. So, you know, just watch for everybody to bite this style too. You know, happens. It happens.
Oh yeah,
cool.
you know what I'm saying? It's a copycat league, right? As they would say.
Love it.
As they would say, it's a copycat league, right?
It's a beautiful thing. I don't care. Just do your thing, man. Just make it tight. Shit.
Yeah. Nick Treez, always a pleasure. Be safe out here in this corona climate confinement. You know what I'm saying? The world needs Nick Treez, and I'm proud to say I'm trying to introduce the world to Nick Treez. And thank you for giving me that honor because I know you don't even want the world to know about you to a degree. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you feel me?
It's all good. We gotta be out there sometime in the sunshine. So thank you for having me, man. Can't wait to put some more content up and talk some more shit when we bring it back, man. Let's do it. There's a lot of shit, man. There's so much shit we can talk about. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
Oh yeah.
Bring it down, man. These niggas want it. We gonna talk some shit. They want to hear some shit.
Yeah. Oh, they want to hear some shit. They want to hear that isms.
They want the shit.
They want the shit. Treez, always a pleasure. Much love, my brother. You be safe out here. Playmakers, you know what time it is. Hit subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey!
Yeah, hit him with it. Yeah.
Hey! Hold on, Tree. I'm about to get us off.
Yeah.
Pause.